when she leaves my world behind. But a part of me goes with her when she flies. When she's grown and on her own, it's then I'll truly see it's worth the cost of letting go to see her flying free. When she flies, she'll ride with wings of freedom, and the sky's the limit to all that she can be. Oh, the world is opening to her as she leaves my world behind. The part of me goes with her when she flies. It's a wondrous sight to see her when she flies.
Sorry about that. Your kids go. Push them out.
I'm not happy about it.
We've got our front line this morning, our spur reporters for publishing.
Push them out of the nest.
We've got on the reporting side, Will, where are you? There you are, taking every note. Spur publisher Don Wentz, audio-visual Paul, right up here in front, are greeted with Jim. How many people got greeted by Jim? Almost everybody. Jim skipped a couple of people, but that's okay, because he knew they should probably be skipped. That's not true. Beth didn't raise her hand back there, so I'll greet you, Beth. Welcome to be here. All right, up next to the second page, Sergeants in Arms Rex and Bob, and they are both back there. And if you haven't bought your raffle tickets, now's a good day to buy them. They're right back there. They're ready to be sold. We're going to give stuff away at the end of the meeting. Our webmasters, Kathy Quill, Public Outreach, Scatty Powers, videographer Niall. You're videoing from the back of the room today. There we go. All right, we're going to have a different perspective for those of you who always wanted to know what went on in the back of the room. Video cameras can pick it up this time. Introduction to visiting Rotarians and guests. And this is an overly broad category because we're going to exclude all of you who are guests who are here getting an award. But we're going to start off with, if you're a Rotarian visiting from another club, we are not your home club. Are there any visiting Rotarians with us today? Where's Bob? He hasn't been here in a couple of weeks. Should write in a quick note saying, wish to see you soon. Very good. All right. Now, visitors who are not part of our educational collaborative getting awards today, anybody else visiting us? Now would be a time to stand and have the folks next to you. Oh, do we have any folks at the table there? Now, you guys have, of course, spent, most of lunch getting to know people, and so you can, okay. You're right, because we have Student of the Month, too. I should have said, or Student of the Month and their parents and folks there for that. All right, my bad. Okay, I think we're going to introduce a boatload of people, but later. Moving on. Announcements. Okay. We're going to start off right now with Student of the Month. So if you've been waiting for that, your wait is over. Bill, you're going to lead us through this? All right.
We are very, very honored to be awarding Student of the Month to a student from Del Valle High School. And the Vice Principal, Steve Martin, is here to make the award to Dejan Kelly. Dejan is left to Mr. Martin.
Well, it is my pleasure to introduce all of you to Dejan. Dejan and his family moved to Livermore last year, and he settled in at first at Livermore High School. We recruited him hard. So Del Valle came over at the beginning of this year to Del Valle, and he has just been a joy to work with. You would find, if you got to know Dejan, he is an amazing young man. He's got some great skills on the basketball court. I've watched it myself at our lunchtime basketball game. We'll see at the staff student game. He'll be good. And really, more than anything, is if you haven't already seen already, he has a smile that just lights up the room. I remember when Dejan settled in, he was in the bike class, and we discovered he was walking back and forth to school. We got him a bike, and he lit up on that one, just the freedom that he would have just getting around town and everything. He's been such a joy to have at Del Val, but what really stands out to me is the way he has claimed and owned not just credit recovery, but his path to graduation, which he is pretty much ready to graduate. Like I think we could graduate him right now if we needed to. Dejan's been part of our new residential construction program, and so in addition to being a soon-to-be high school graduate, he completed our entire CTE pathway in residential construction, which also earned him a pre-apprenticeship certification from the Alameda County Unions, his OSHA 10 safety training, and first aid CPR. He got all of that done. Finally, the last story I want to just share with you is I remember meeting with Dejan and just a few weeks ago, and from that meeting, just to let you know, he really owned it coming out of that meeting. So the other day, probably last week, the week before, I think all the teachers had left. Dejan was still in the library working with one of our staff, catching up on credits. He was there till 4 o'clock. He would stay late. He's really owned his high school diploma, and I'm really proud of him for that. So it's my pleasure to just introduce you to our student of the month, Dejan.
Thank you. How y'all doing? I appreciate everybody for coming. Thank you for the support. Thank you for Del Val, all the opportunity to present. I want to give an appreciation to my aunt, my sister back there, and my science teacher, Mr. Romero. And I just appreciate everybody really coming. Thank you for the support.
Dejan's aunt and sister stand up as we get introduced to them.
Alrighty. Well, a lot of you say, 10 tons of gravel, that shouldn't weigh very much. Yeah, oddly, when you're moving it shovelful by shovelful, it does add up. But that's exactly what we did last Saturday, is we moved 10 tons of gravel and graveled the pathways out there at the Granada Native Garden. It looks amazing. So if you were out there participating, throw up your hand and let us give you all a round of applause. Yes! The next page, the next slide on this one, sort of showed, oh, there we go, look at all those. There was Mark and Paul and Gabriel and Trex and Joel and Jim and Dave and Gary and Danielle, and Munir was not pictured because she was taking the picture. And so we all worked a nice morning. They were shocked at how much we got done and how quickly we did, but as I told them, this wasn't our first rodeo parade. So we were very good at working in a team and literally got tons of material out there. So go take a look. I would recommend in the early morning, not the mid-morning like we did, because it gets toasty. But fantastic job out there on a wonderful item here. All right, the Rotary Foundation. So you remember, Gal has been giving us quick updates, telling us where we are. And so for those of you who sort of haven't found a reason to give, I will sort of toss this up. The world's a changing place. For years, the United States used essentially donations to other countries as a form of self-power. Currently, we're retrenching in that area. That means that some of those needs aren't being met. And essentially in that place, non-governmental organizations like us, like Rotary, are stepping in to make a difference for nutrition, for sanitation, for safety. Those sorts of things fall right into our areas. So if you haven't found a reason to give, and you're saying, hey, the world isn't as I'd like it to be, what can I do? You can do this. This is very straightforward. It is our foundation out there doing good work. These projects are well vetted, well managed, and very effective. You're not going out and giving your money to a stranger when you write your check here. Even if you're writing your first check, a little bit more couldn't hurt. Really, it's a rough world out there, and you do tremendous good. And remember, when you do tremendous good for the entire world, a bit of that comes back to us. And we get to use it on local projects or reinvested in regional projects. And so we do want to encourage you to do that. I know there's 1,000 things that you guys have to get done in a day, but if you're a Rotarian, this is a fantastic way to do it. Now, some of you cynically might say, does it really make a difference? And that reminds me of the story you probably all heard about the young men walking down the beach and finding that morning that there were thousands of clams that had been washed up onto the beach by the storm. And in a few hours, they were sort of all going to be dead because they were washed up on the beach. And he was throwing them back in the water one at a time. And the gentleman came up and said, "You're not going to make a difference. There are thousands of them washed up." And he tossed another one back and he said, "I made a difference to that one." So, even though we might not be able to save the entire world, we can make a difference to folks across the world in our own little way. So I would encourage you, if you haven't gotten around to it, or you just need an excuse to get around to it again, now would be a fantastic time to do that. And Gal, how are we doing? We're almost there, right? We're not where we need to be, but just another push and we can get there. Is it true? Is it true?
Thank you. With your help, I think you need to be the TRF chair next to you. Yeah, I think we have done well. I said we had about 22, 23 to go, and now we're at 16.5.
Ooh, nicely done. That was just a week ago.
And the last stretch, go to 100, 200, 500, everything will add up. Thank you very much.
All right. And finally, one last piece here is that Sheila got almost all the way to the goal last year when she was a president. And as you know, I'm competitive, and I don't want to be the one that had the club drop the ball. So, for whatever reason you want, because you want to make a difference in the world, because you want to do something in a changing world where it's complex, because you don't want essentially us to do less well than we did last year, whatever reason gets you to the bottom line, let's get there. Alrighty, up next. Celebrating the magic of Rotary. That's coming up at San Jose University. It is a single day. You might have said, I can't go for a week to a Rotary thing in Calgary or a weekend to get trained. This is a super cool issue here. How many people are thinking of going on the 31st? Okay. Now, if you're a Red Badger, I have an offer for you. It is essentially you're done within Saturday. You'll get there for breakfast. You'll be done by late afternoon-ish. And we're going to do essentially a full registration and meals for you if you're a Red Badger and want to come. So it's free, and you essentially get fed. So it's an incredible deal here. And you'll actually learn something whether you like it or not. It's way more fun than some of you might think it is. So do think about showing up. It's a very interesting time on May 31st.
And wine bottle plus 6.
What's that? Okay.
Plus 6, wine bottle from Patrick.
Oh, there we go. All right. And so Paul's going to tell us
about the rodeo parade! Yay! It's coming up fast. For our guests, this club organizes the rodeo parade for the rodeo. For all the people who made donations, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're hoping to break even with the parade again this year. For anyone in this room, I am still looking for people to be in the parade. You can go to the Rotary Club of Livermore's website and get an application for being in the parade. And you know, if you have a church group, if you have another social group, come and be in the parade. It's a 107-year Livermore tradition. And finally, I think I hit up almost everybody in the club today. But it takes a lot of people to put on the parade. So I need a lot of help to get the parade going. There's things you can do The Monday and Tuesday, we're putting up no parking signs. There's lots of things to do, but every member of our club is invited to breakfast, whether you're going to stay or not. So come to breakfast at the Riata starting at 7. And again, June 14th. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Oh, Sheila or No, she's coming, she's coming. Bring a slide.
Dollars in the school district somehow?
It's true.
Yeah, and doesn't that usually mean you administer teachers? And don't teachers usually learn how to spell or teach people how to spell? There's a misspelled word up there.
There's a misspelled. Let's go back to the previous slide, see who misspelled the word.
Marshall's not spelled that way.
Oh, not for this Marshall, you're right. That's
Bowers,
hilarious.
did you catch that?
Yeah, so that's a last name, Marshall. That's hilarious. All right, well, very good. So, that free fact check shouldn't cost you extra, should it? No. Anyway. All right. And
I will do something for Kelly.
I like that. What are you going to do?
I'll do $100 for Kelly.
Yay! Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate this announcement. Norm, remind us how to donate to the club. Is it the Rotary Club of Rodeo Parade Foundation Incorporated?
I wasn't expecting to talk, but
I know.
the checks are still being written wrong. It's Rotary Club of Livermore if it's coming to the club.
Or?
Right, and on the bottom it should say Rotary Parade, Rodeo Parade. Now, if it goes to the foundation, it says the Rotarian Foundation of Livermore. And where you mark it on the bottom, is Rodeo Parade. So it goes in the right place. And again, I was trying to encourage all of you who are Rotarians to put it in the foundation if you want a tax write-off.
Very good. Thank you, Norm. All right. And you can go online if you know how to use a computer and have one. Coming up on June 25th, what is that, 6 short weeks from now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It's the demotion parade. Sheila, do you want to say something as
Yes.
an immediate past president who's in
Yes.
charge of wrangling presidences?
Yes, it has been a little bit of a challenge.
I
We are going to have another meeting, so past presidents will have another one on May 29th at 5:30 at Alden Lane Nursery. I need as many of you as possible to attend. There also is a clipboard going around. If you could please sign up that you're attending in number of your guests. We'll deal with money later, but we're trying to get a head count for food.
I was going to go ahead and come.
You were going to come? Okay, that might be nice.
One.
Thank you. Yeah, +1. And then, should I just throw out the other two real quick? Okay,
throw them away.
Okay, there's also another clipboard going around for the potluck that's next week.
Is it Asian?
Oh, there's a slide?
There's a slide. for
Okay,
that.
let me skip that.
We'll skip it. And
Okay.
finally,
And
Alan.
finally, Alan Frank. He was having some slight medical issues and he ended up in the hospital, had little problems with his kidneys. But evidently his numbers are doing better, whatever that means. And hopefully we'll be able to come home in a few days. Beth shared that with me. Oh, he's home. Oh, he is home.
Hot diggity dog.
Okay, so there is a card circulating, so if you could please sign that, I would very much appreciate it. And I think next meeting I'm going to bring back the numbers.
Yeah, because the group seems completely baffled as to how to move a clipboard around a room. So, appreciate that we've had some recycling training, and you're all doing much better on that. I think maybe a training next week, and we're going to actually work through how to move a clipboard among tables. There'll be a test at the end. I need to be open book. Moving on.
Yes.
All right. And here's the potluck, Sheila. And here we go. A man with a microphone.
A man with a microphone.
Get close to this microphone. It makes things mad.
Oh, I don't know. I can talk into 2 microphones
Yes.
at once. Can be done. Okay, so next week, potluck. I originally wanted, Asian, Pacific Island type food. We only have 2 people bringing things to eat so far, other than cookies. So let's open it up a little bit. You can bring
Edible.
something edible.
Very good.
We really need more main courses, and
bring some rice to go with my curry that I'm going to make. So,
Make something
okay,
else.
so teachers, you don't have to sign up. I don't think you're going to be.
That would be mean to make us bring something.
Unless you really want some, you know.
Well, you can come as a guest.
So this is going to go this way, over, down, that way, up. The teachers can just pass it along. Make sure he gets over that far table there where the guy in the red shirt is, because he really needs to bring something.
All right, so it is an Asian plus. So, very good. Next,
It's fusion.
Asian fusion with everything.
Potato chips and hot dogs.
Alrighty. Next week, we're going to have aerial photography of Livermore with our very own Bob Cowan, and we're going to be in the other half of this. Well, actually, I think we're going to be in the full room, so it's going to be look great on the big screen. We're going to do lots of fun stuff there. Okay. This week, we've got our presentations of outstanding educator work. Two quick things. So you all remember that earlier this year I asked for donations on behalf of our John Shirley Scholarship, which Petrosi Fund administers, and you all came through in a stunning fashion. And of course, we did reach our goal, which means that we will fully endow a scholarship. So that's $100,000 that the club and the foundation together have given to that act. At the same time, our morning club, Livermore Valley, endowed a scholarship as well. So there is a second scholarship. And in addition to those two, the Rotarian Foundation of Livermore, the RFL, annually funds a scholarship. So you as Rotarians help fund 3 scholarships for the Petrosi Foundation. And yesterday, I was invited on behalf of the club to come to the awards ceremony for Petrosi, where more than 100 scholarships were given out to 4-year institutions, 2-year institutions, trade schools, and to see the variety and enthusiasm of those students was truly dramatic. So it was a full house. There were nearly 500 of us there all together, including some educators, the students themselves, lots of donors and supporters, families there. So truly tremendous, and I was very proud to be there on your behalf, because that is your good works manifesting themselves right here in our community. So what you gave makes a difference, and yesterday it made an enormous difference. So thank you for that. So one more quick thing. One of my favorite programs that we're going to do right now is honoring our educators. We've got a ton of educators in my family. My grandmother was an educator for 45 years, taught K through 6, back when you were she was in a one-room schoolhouse that entire career. My mother taught for more than 40 years, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 5th, 6th combination, 4th, 5th combination, and substitutes and other things in that period of time. My aunt was also a teacher in Santa Cruz for 35 years. So we have lots of educators in our family. So we certainly have a tremendous respect in my family for educators. And the other thing, of course, is that was a tried and true way to support the other thing we did in my family, which was cattle ranching, which consistently lost or didn't make money. So thank God for all of the educators in my family that put food on the table. So we didn't starve to death while we were ranching. So today's program is presentations of our outstanding educator awards. Carol Howell and Sheila and Beth and TJ are going to give us a hand. So Carol, are you going to lead us off? Very good. All right. You want me to hang around up here somewhere?
Yeah.
Over here?
Right there. All righty. Thank you. I just had to throw in. I was an educator for 39 years. I started right out of college in California, in Michigan, and then we moved to California, and lo and behold, I had to go back to school to be able to teach in California, and I think a lot of people have had that experience. It's just such an honor for me to be here today and to be celebrating with you and welcoming these 19 educators. 18 are teachers that come from one of each of Livermore's 18 schools. They were nominated by their school principal. The last one is the Administrator of the Year, and he was nominated by the Superintendent, Dr. Gibson. So, before we do that, I just had to be a little quick pop quiz, just to kind of get you going. And most of these answers you're going to have, but don't worry, there's only like 4 or 5. The first one's really, really short. The setup is, what kind of shoes do frogs wear to school? Any idea? That's not bad. That could do. Open-toed. T-R-E. I thought that was cute. Okay. The teacher says, this essay on your dog is word for word the same as your brother's. And the student replies, yes, sir.
We have the same dog.
It's the same dog. See, there you go. You're going to get 100%. This one. Why was the broom late for school? It overswept.
When can we start throwing things?
I know. That was tough. That was tough. Let's do one more. So the mother says, why did you get such a low mark on that test? Junior says, because of an absence. And the mother says, you mean you were absent on the day of the test? And Junior answered, any idea?
I overslept.
The answer is no, but the kid who sits next to you was.
Yikes.
Very bright. Okay, now we're going to move on to the outstanding educators, and I just have a few words to say about that. I was moved by a very simple quote from author Christine Lee, and she actually titled her book this way, and the title is Teaching is a Work of Heart. And that struck me, because I can guarantee you that every one of the educators being honored in this room have shared a good part of heart every day as they interact with students and colleagues and parents. And there'd be no way that they could be here without that. And that just took me one step further. Sydney Hooks says, the teacher is the heart of the educational system. And everyone remembers they remember about their own education, they remember the teachers. They don't remember the methods or worry about the techniques. It's all about the teachers. And I've asked you to do this before, but so think back over the years. Think of those special teachers you had, the ones that touched your life and made a difference. They left you with memories you still have today. They were your outstanding educators. So with that, we're going to introduce, we have 3 wonderful people who are going to be doing these introductions. Sheila Fagliano, Beth Wilson, and TJ Gilmore. So we're going to start with Sheila with the first 6 schools. So if those teachers would come up on this side, you know who you are, and we will start that way. Sheila, you're one.
I love this. I love working with teachers. Yes. Alrighty. Okay, as our teachers approach the front, I'm going to start off with a teacher that was nominated from Altamont Creek School by, I guess, the principal, Andrea Toppy. This is Rachel Boswell. Rachel Boswell is a kind and dedicated kindergarten educator who supports both student and staff. She constantly goes above and beyond to accommodate students' needs while maintaining a positive and flexible attitude. Her thoughtfulness and willingness to offer guidance makes her an invaluable part of our team. Thank you, Rachel Boswell. Okay, so you want to go ahead and go ahead.
I forgot to mention that we have gifts for our fine educators. We have 2 theater passes to Bankhead. We have the Sycamore Grove parking pass. We have a $10 gift certificate to Pete's Coffee. And we have a bottle of red wine. So we got it covered. All right, so you're going to get your plaque, have that, and then you're going to get your picture, and then we'll make sure you get your name back. Okay, go over there for the picture. It'll get easy after this first one. Okay.
Follow the leader.
I can handle that.
Okay. Our next educator is from Aurora Sacred School, and she was, selected by the principal, Valerie Nebo. This is Anne Marie Moore. Miss Moore is an embodiment of a lifelong learner and there we go. Okay, sorry. Mrs. Moore is the embodiment of a lifelong learner and serves as a model to every student with whom she works. Her ability to embrace change that excels at implementation is beyond compare. This comes from an openness to collaborative learning with colleagues in the name of the student's excellence. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Okay. Our next outstanding teacher is from Leo Croce School, and the principal, Jennifer Burkholder, was the one that selected her. Obviously, it is the principal at each school, sorry. Okay, this is Miss Irene Sanchez. Irene Sanchez is a dedicated and innovative educator who exemplifies flexibility and collaboration in meeting the unique needs of every student in her classroom. She works closely with the support staff to ensure all learners feel valued and successful. Adapting her teaching to create an inclusive environment, Irene's positivity extends beyond the classroom. She builds strong partnerships with parents, fosters trust and open communication. Her commitment to professional growth is evident in the extra effort she puts into enhancing math instruction, constantly seeking new strategies to engage the support of her students. A lifelong learner, Irene continually refines her teaching to ensure that every child reaches their full potential. And again, thank you, Ms. Irene Sanchez. I was looking for the period. Okay, our next outstanding teacher is from Jackson Elementary School, and Tom Jones is the principal there. Samantha Lindbergh. Samantha Lindbergh was selected for the honor of Rotary's Outstanding Educator of the Year at Jackson Avenue Elementary School for her tremendous impact on our school. Its students and staff, can I start again? Yes. Thank you. Samantha Lindbergh was selected for the honor of Rotary's Outstanding Educator of the Year at Jackson Avenue Elementary School for her tremendous impact on school, its students, and staff. Thank you. Ms. Lifford serves on our instructional leadership team, where her knowledge of science, of reading, and working with the professional learning community combines well to improve reading outcomes for her students. Additionally, Ms. Lindbergh co-leads our student leadership program, piloted math intervention with her grade level, and is a leader in the area of building her skills and knowledge in the teaching of English to our English learner students. She is an integrated team member at Jackson Avenue, and we are all so proud to call her our colleague. Thank you, Samantha Lindbergh. Okay, our next educator is from Lawrence Elementary School, and Christine Starkovich, the principal, is the one that selected her, and this is Stephanie Perry. Miss Perry is dedicated and compassionate second grade teacher at Lawrence. Known for her kindness to everyone she interacts with, she consistently demonstrates perseverance, a positive attitude, and a strong work ethic in all aspects of her role. Mrs. Perry builds excellent relationships with her students, parents, and staff, creating a supportive and collaborative learning environment. As a valued team player, she also contributes to school success as a member of the school site council and instructional leadership team. Again, thank you, Stephanie Perry. Alrighty, let's see if I can do this right one more time. The next one is from Maryland Avenue School, and is it Joe Menier? Menier? Well, that sounds like it should be a dessert, doesn't it? Yes. Candace Fuller. Okay, Candace Fuller is a fourth grade teacher. Candace Fuller is a vital member of the teaching and learning team at Maryland Avenue STEAM Academy. Over the past year, she has taken on significant responsibilities beyond her classroom role. Notably, she has led mathematic initiatives district-wide, guided a student leadership group, and achieved remarkable academic growth with a diverse student population. Mrs. Fuller's dedication to her students is exceptional, and we appreciate her contributions every day. Thank you, Candace Fuller.
All right, at Wilson, we're starting the second group of teachers. Come on up if you're in the second group. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I will start with Rancho Las Positas Elementary School and the principal, Dana Taylor, nominated Patricia Gallagher, who's a second grade teacher. And she writes, Patricia Gallagher is a remarkable educator whose dedication to her students is unmatched. She masterfully balances high expectations with genuine warmth, creating a classroom where every child feels supported, challenged, and valued. Her tireless commitment is reflected in the long hours she spends planning, analyzing data, and patiently nurturing each student's growth. With her steady, fair, and compassionate approach, Patricia embodies excellence in teaching and is truly deserving of the Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. Now, I understand that the next teacher is not available, but we decided we certainly want to announce her. That's from Emma Smith Elementary School. Marnie Angelo is the principal, and she nominated Shani Shortridge. And first grade teacher, Shani is an outstanding educator who's made a lasting impact at Smith for many years. She creates a calm and supportive learning environment where students feel valued, work hard, and treat each other with kindness. Her patience, positivity, and deep understanding of each student's needs foster both academic and personal growth. She continuously strives to improve as an educator, and her dedication and passion make her truly deserving of this recognition. So, I guess she's not here. I'll make sure the plaque gets. Okay, great. And our next teacher, I'm not sure, Megan Cross from Sunset Elementary School is also not able to be here. So, yes, Megan is an exceptional educator who brings expertise, dedication, and passion to her classroom every day. As a leader of in the science of reading,
She skillfully implements research-based strategies that ensure all students develop strong literacy foundations. Her use of hands-on learning keeps students engaged, making lessons meaningful and accessible. Beyond instruction, she manages her classroom with confidence and care, fostering an environment where students feel supported, focused, and eager to learn. And she, once again, is not here, but sounds like a wonderful teacher. In Junction Avenue K-8 School, the principal is Jeanette Garza, and she has nominated Jeannie Maslock, the science teacher, to get the Outstanding Teacher Award. Ms. Maslock is an outstanding 6th grade science teacher whose passion for science and dedication to her students makes learning exciting and meaningful. She brings science to life and fosters curiosity and critical thinking. Her commitment to student success is evident in the strong relationships she builds with her students and the inclusive, supportive environment she has created. Ms. Maslock inspires a love of learning that extends far beyond the classroom, and she is admired by students and staff alike. Congratulations, Ms. Maslock. And next we have from Joe Mitchell, K-8. The teacher is Danielle Maki. And this is Kathleen Hamilton. She's a 6th grade core and leadership teacher. Mrs. Hamilton is a dynamic teacher who brings energy and creativity to every lesson, making learning an exciting adventure for her students. Her kindness shines through in the way she listens patiently, encourages everyone, and creates a classroom where every student feels valued and supported. She inspires confidence and curiosity, helping each child believe in their unique potential. Thank you. Notice how so many of them talk about how each child feels valued, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing to read from these principals. Next we have Andrew Christensen Middle School. Ryan Sharman is the principal, and this is Melissa Giorgio, and she teaches math. Ms. Giorgio goes above and beyond as an educator, leading Math Counts and building our targeted math support class to make sure every student gets the support they need. Whether helping struggling learners build confidence or challenging high achievers, she's passionate about making math accessible and exciting for everyone! Exclamation point. So thank you so much. TJ, you're going to come on up, and if you're in the 3rd group, you know who you are. Over here.
So when I retired from the lab, I co-founded Top Science program in Livermore and taught with Karen and Katie Cowan at Mendenhall for 7 years. And then when Reddy was started by Emmanuel Perry and then carried on by Bob Cowan, I did that for 10 years. The students were the prize, but the teachers were just fabulous. I really learned to appreciate what the job is and to appreciate the quality of teachers we have here in Livermore. So I'm happy to do this. The first teacher is Donna Durego, who is a science and STEM teacher at East Avenue Middle School. Mrs. Durego is a dedicated 6th grade science and STEM educator, is being honored as the Outstanding Educator of the Year for her unwavering commitment to student success. With compassion at the heart of her teaching, she fosters strong relationships and supports students as they navigate the transition to middle school.
Her passion for education shines through in her dynamic lessons, creating a safe and engaging learning environment where curiosity thrives. Ms. Durago's dedication not only inspires students, but also sets a standard of excellence for all at East Avenue School. Dr. Cara Cardinal. Mendenhall Middle School. So this is the school at which I was for so long. She is the 8th grade core, education language development, journalism, and yearbook teacher and leader. Dr. Cara Cardinal Hitler is a dedicated and compassionate educator who inspires her 7th and 8th grade students through history, English language development, yearbook, and journalism. She fosters an inviting and calm learning environment where every student feels valued and encouraged to grow. Her kindness and passion for teaching make a lasting impact, empowering young minds to think critically and creatively. Dr. Cardinale Hitler. Commitment to her students and craft makes her truly a deserving of this recognition. Arturo Colmenera is a science teacher at Del Valle. Mr. Colmenera excels both as a classroom teacher and in relationships with the students. He serves as a mentor and role model to many. His science classes are engaging for students with his hands-on experiments. But as a teacher at the Continuation High School, Mr. Colmenera's ability to encourage students and help them stay engaged in their education is what makes him a standout. We are lucky to have him at Del Valle. Nicole Avila is a math teacher at Granada High School. Nicole Avila is an exceptional educator who consistently goes above and beyond to support her students' success. She is constantly thinking of creative ways to help students grasp the curriculum, making challenging concepts more accessible and engaging. Nicole dedicates countless hours outside of class, before school, during lunch, and after school, to provide additional support and guidance for her students. Her ability to connect the classroom material to the real world not only deepens the students' understanding, but also inspires them to see the value and relevance of their learning. Lauren Mattingly is a civics and economics leadership teacher at Livermore High School. Lauren was chosen as the Livermore High School Teacher of the Year because she consistently takes the high-level courses, challenging and inspiring her students to excel. When the need arose, she stepped up to take over the leadership associated student body class in mid-year. And in just a short time, school spirit has flourished under her guidance. She is a doer and a problem solver, always finding solutions and bringing new ideas to life. A dedicated collaborator, Lauren works tirelessly to support students, staff, and the entire school community. Hout. Jill Hout is an English teacher at Vineyard Alternative School. Jill Hout is a talented teacher who impacts student learning in a variety of ways. In the classroom, she teaches a wide range of classes, from 9th to 12th grade English, creative writing, social justice and Livermore, and literature, poetry, fantasy, and science fiction. Alongside those classes, she also supports student growth in classes such as life skills and leadership. Outside the classroom, Ms. Hout has been an important participant in our instructional leadership